For people, welcome back to our YouTube channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So guys, I'm going to be talking about this country in Europe. I do not know which area they belong to, but the information I'm going to be giving you now, it's very important. So please pay attention just to the information. Okay, if you are in a hurry, please pause this video, then when you come back you watch it. I want you to watch the video till the end because there are a lot of things you are going to benefit from this video. Now this country is called Iceland, and if you want to move to Europe and you do not have money to actually pay your tuition fee, let's assume that maybe you don't have enough money to pay tuition fee, then I will advise you to take advantage of this country. Like I said, it's Iceland, and if you don't know Iceland, I will first of all let me talk about some general requirements about Iceland you need to know. Then I'm equally going to talk about their tuition fee. I will also talk about the visa process and the proof of funds, which is very important. One thing we should start by knowing, or we should put into consideration, is that admissions is not like two terms in Iceland. You can only apply from 22nd but the 12th of December. This is when admissions is open in most universities in Iceland, from the 12th of December to February 1st. So if you are watching this video, prepare your documents and get started with the application process from the 12th of December. Now, some of the universities you are going to come across are the University of Iceland, the University of Reykjavik, Bifrost University, the University of Agriculture in Reykjavik, and a whole lot of other institutions in Iceland. Now, I'm only going to focus on the University of Iceland because of one, there is no tuition fee to be paid at the University of Iceland. Two, all you need to pay is a fee of 75,000 Icelandic krona, which is approximately 500 to 600 US dollars. That is all you need to pay, and you study in Iceland. This money is called a registration fee, not tuition fee. So basically, when you get admissions, this is the money you are going to pay, okay, before you get your offers. Like I said, this is annual registration. You pay it every year. Let me talk about student jobs, the little things students can do. As a student, I would like to tell you that even before you graduate from Iceland, make sure you study the Icelandic language. It is very, very important. Okay, while you are studying your program, also be studying the language, so that before you graduate, you should know the language. Because after you finish your studies, you get 3 years postgraduate work permit. You are given permission to live in Iceland for 3 years and look for a job. That's fantastic. Okay, so you need to be studying the language because it's going to give you an upper hand in getting a job faster. I have lived in countries where the language of maybe the day-to-day language is not English, and trust me, their language helped me to get jobs faster. Now we are done with that. Let's take a look at some things you need to know before you start looking at universities or which to apply for. I will focus more on the University of Iceland today. I will be talking about them in another video, okay, not this one. But let's take a look at some general things. First, remember, for you to study in Iceland, you need IELTS. There is nothing like Milton, I come from Nigeria, I come from Ghana, I come from an English-speaking country. Never. If you must study in Iceland, go and write your IELTS now as I'm talking to you. It is very important. I'm telling you facts. Guys, go and write your IELTS. Don't come to the comment section and say, Milton, I come from an English-speaking country. No, you are not going to get the admissions. This is my advice for you. Please like this video. Press the like button. Just give us a like this if you are enjoying what I'm doing. And do not forget to share and subscribe. Thank you. My name is Milton. If you are just joining, welcome to our YouTube channel. The next thing you need, all right, if you want to apply to universities of Iceland or the universities in Iceland or the University of Iceland, is you should remember that the requirements vary depending on what you want to study. HND students, you cannot apply for master's degree to study in Iceland with HND. So you can use your HND or ND to apply for another bachelor's. That is going to give you an upper hand. Those with YX certificate, NECO, GC O levels, A levels, you can apply as well. But remember, now it's going to be choice, a program, or let me say the choice you want. If you want to study Icelandic or a diploma in Iceland, you are good to go. But if it's in their language, you can apply to just move to Iceland and study their language. Why not? It's possible. Then you need your transcripts. If you have done a bachelor's degree before, you can apply. If you want to go for masters, you can use your transcripts and the certificate. Now when you apply, or when you are to apply, this is a secret. Remember to tell your university or your school to send an email to them. Ask the University of Iceland, the admissions office, or the admissions team to give you an email that you want to send to your university for them to send your results to confirm to them that you actually graduated. Those of you from Cameroon who are going to be using O and A levels, go to the GCE board and do the same thing. Tell the GCE board to send confirmation of your results to the University of Iceland. I hope you are getting me. This is the process you need, and do not blink it. Like I said, watch this video till the end so that you get the juice and prepare to start your application by December 12th. I'm going to talk about many other places that you need to identify. Now, the next document you need to study in Iceland is what they call the statement of purpose. You have to write a statement of purpose, talk about your experiences, talk about why you choose the program, talk about why you want to study in Iceland, and what the program is going to do to you. You have to express yourself in a statement of purpose. Then you equally need a curriculum vitae, they call it CV. Now you have to detail some of the things you have been doing. If you have OND, HND, apply for bachelor's. There is no age limit if you want to study in Iceland, no age limit. Remember, as an international student in Iceland, you are going to be working 22.5 hours a week. And when you finish during holidays, you are going to work full-time, 60 hours, definitely. And when you finish your program, you are going to now get 3 years postgraduate work permit. I mentioned this earlier on. Again, remember, when it comes to the tuition fee, there is no tuition fee like I explained to you before. There is only what we call an administrative fee, and this fee is 75,000 Icelandic krona, which is approximately maybe 550, 600 euros, or 500, 550, 600, in between. It depends on the exchange rate as of that time. Remember, when you gain admissions, you have to now start the visa process. And I must tell you that for you to apply for visa, well, you may want to pay your tuition fee first, the 75,000 Icelandic krona, but it's not very compulsory. Though they usually give a deadline that you have to pay this money, and the deadline is usually July 4th. So you have to put all this into consideration. There is something I want to draw your attention here. The visa process to Iceland is not the same as the visa process for Canada, not the same as Finland, not the same as Sweden. For you to apply for visa to Iceland, you need to first of all start with the Iceland immigration after you get your study permit. Then when the immigration approve your documents, they are now going to inform the Norwegian embassy to give you a stamp. But you have to apply to the Norwegian embassy for your visa. So Iceland is going to confirm your residence permit. This is how it works. After admissions, what you need now to do is to purchase a health insurance. I don't not think the health insurance is the same, like the policy, like is the same like that of people want to immigrate to Europe using the there is this visa type, the Schengen visa. Those moving to Europe with Schengen visa, they normally get what is called a $30,000 insurance policy. But of course, you are not going to be getting that if you are applying to Iceland as an international student. So guys, you need to put this into consideration. Now, when you have purchased the health insurance, there is another thing you need to do. This is after admissions, okay? When you purchase the health insurance, you now need to prepare for visa application. But immediately after the health insurance, I will advise you to apply online. They are going to send you the link, all right? The Iceland immigration, they are going to send you a link and all the details. If you don't know anything, ask them. They are going to send you all these things. When you apply online now, remember you are going to fill the details, put in your info, and put in the necessary documents you applied for. Of course, you are going to upload them. Then when you finish applying online, you have to send all these documents to Iceland. You have to put them in an envelope and send to Icelandic immigration. Okay, remember the documents now you are sending to them are your international passport, your health insurance, your admission letter, your proof of funds, and what document again? I think that is all, and your educational credentials. Definitely you have to legalize them, but I'm not sure, but your school is going to inform you about all these things. And not forgetting your criminal record, very important. They want to know the state of which you are in your home country. In another video, I'm going to talk about housing, I will talk about transportation, cost of living, and a whole lot of other things. But now remember, we are in the visa process. When you finish uploading all these documents, you need to put them again in an envelope and send to the Iceland immigration. It's very important. Now, what next? Someone inboxed me yesterday and said, Milton, no, it was not an inbox. It was a post I did on this particular page. And before I forget, if you need a consultation with me, please check this page. You are going to find a pinned post. All the details for booking are there. So please check from that post and book an appointment. I dropped this, I think I was talking about Iceland. The person came and said he heard somebody told him that it's difficult to get jobs in Iceland. It is not difficult to get jobs in Iceland. Probably that is why I say we should always do research. First, let me put it this way. There is no country in Europe, there is no country in the European Union, there is no country in the Schengen zone. If you are a student, if you are legal, you will not have something to do. If you are waiting to get jobs in your house, then forget it, don't travel abroad. If you are going abroad because you know why you are moving abroad, you want to change your own destiny, then when you learn, get all your legal papers and go chase jobs. If you sit at your home, jobs will not come looking for you. Now, this is my take. You are saying that Iceland does not give job. Do you know the country Iceland? Iceland is a member of the European Union. I don't know if it's European Union or whatsoever, but just know that any country which is in Europe, which is close to Switzerland, which is a member with Switzerland, which is also a member with Norway, which is a member of the European Union, just know that these countries, you are going to work in these countries, okay? First, be legal. Some of you go abroad, you don't want to do residence permit, you don't want to do permits. How do you intend to work? I was working in a country which is less than 2 million people. Yes, I worked in a country which was less than 2 million people. How did I do it? But there were others who didn't have the job. All right, there were others who were sitting at home. There were others who were even telling me, quit the job, quit the job. This is fact, I'm telling you. You have to use your brain, think. There are people that will discourage you. Like I'm sitting here telling you now, there is no country, quote me anywhere, I said there is no country in Europe, if you are legal, you will not work, except you are lazy. Jobs don't look for people, you go look for jobs. Jobs will not come looking for you. So you have the choice. It is your choice to decide. If where you are comfortable, excellent. You remain there. If where you are, you want to do business, excellent. You remain there. Nobody is forcing anybody. All of us, we do have life challenges. We have things we want to accomplish. We have things we are going through. We have things we are facing. We know what we want. So it now depends on you. It is now a personal choice. Like I said, if you are watching my videos on YouTube and Facebook, there is no country in Europe, if you are legal, you will not work in. One thing you may face is the language, but like I have always said, if you go to any European country, make sure you study their language, know the language, at least to communicate, to greet somebody, because this is what helped me. I have said many times here that I am sharing my knowledge, and because I went through this, that's why I'm sharing my experience. You now get what I'm trying to say, right? Excellent. Any country you find yourself in Europe, first of all, find yourself there. Make sure you are legal. Make sure you are legal. Because if you are legal and later on you see that this is not where I want to be, the currency in that country must be powerful than that of your country. Of course, not like the Turkey, which their currency is very weak. Even in that Turkey, I worked in Turkey. By then, the currency was good. Yes. Those of you who started following my YouTube channel from the onset, let me say from 2020 when I started, you know my story. If you started watching me since 2020, you know my story. Those who did not start watching me from 2020 will not know, because most of those videos I was doing from my maybe where I am or how I immigrated to that, you understand. But if you want, just check again. I have said there is no country in Europe where you cannot work. Okay, don't listen to people. Some people who do not have these means, who do not want to do all these things, they will discourage you. I have people, I know them. They always say it. I don't want to migrate, but if you have your means to migrate, do it. It is now a personal choice. Stop listening to fake videos telling you that, oh, don't go there. Oh, don't go there. If you keep doing this, you will remain on the same position. I'm telling you this as facts. If I was like you, listening from people, I wouldn't have been doing YouTube today. I have over 44,000 followers today, going to 45,000 on YouTube. After how many years? 3 years. I started 2020 during the corona pandemic. If I was listening from people, I would be on the same position. Remember, this thing is mentally. If you have your money and you think you are good to go, jackpot, bro. Don't look behind. Jackpot with immediate effect.